This is really amazing. I'm so jealous, dude. You're gonna be so jealous. Are you ready?
We're live.
Well, I'm gonna do this first.
Yes.
Okay, ready? The drum.
Okay, give me a beat.
And we are live. That's I'll get 4 beats.
That's good. Yeah.
4 beats in, and
I like drums. I could have, yeah. Now it feels official. That feels like we're. Now we are cooking.
Okay, that's a nice, huh? You like that? You're jealous, aren't you?
So we got a limited time span tonight, so we have to do whatever it is we are going to do that we haven't even planned yet. Pretty efficient.
And I just logged on to our page, but it's there's no image. Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, I like your T-shirt.
Yeah. It's a bit like yours, and it's red. I like your T-shirt. That's it.
Well, I got something. I'm going to show you something, and you're going to be jealous. Are you ready?
Oh, so let's have a look.
You're going to be really jealous. Ready? Here it is. Ready?
It looks exactly the same. Oh, it's a sweater.
Oh, look, it is a hoodie.
Nice.
The hoodie. So, I'm ready to be shot. Like,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would not mug someone in that shirt because you'd be pretty easy to identify.
He was wearing a 2.5. The guy who mugged me was wearing a 2.5 Oyaji.
You used the wrong black hoodie.
There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that, huh? Huh?
You said for the winter you're gonna be the coolest.
Here we go. Look at that. You got to admit that's looking pretty good, right? I should wear sunglasses too. Right? What do you think?
Yeah, you look like you're about. Honestly, you look like you're about to buy pornography. Like in the old-fashioned way. In the old days, well, in the old.
Oh, that's right. I'm married now.
Yeah, you had to go into shops and stuff like that, and wear trench coats and hats. That was the image.
There we go. So
most of the people watching this probably didn't know that people used to have to buy pornography in public.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys, you're internet people. You guys just download it for free now. Of course, we also didn't have to buy as many keyboards as you have to. So.
You can never have enough keyboards. They're like my wife and her shoes. Honestly, she's got shoes and I got keyboards.
Shoes and keyboards.
And look at this. This is so beautiful. I'm still so happy with this one.
This is a new one?
I got it from Costco. It's what is it? It's a rapoo. It's a rapoo.
Rapoo. You bought something with the word poo in it. That's interesting.
I did. I like it. It has a kind of appeal to it. It's super compact, but it's a full-size keyboard. I love the layout. It's awesome.
Did you mention the fact that my new friend D.W. Jackson is giving away a free trip to Japan?
Is that Jesse Jackson?
D.W. Jackson.
D.W. Jackson. There's so many Jacksons. I don't know.
He's like the unknown sixth brother.
I remember. This is the guy who's giving the trip to Japan prize. Yeah. You mentioned this. Yes. It all comes back.
I don't have all the details on the what the rules are yet exactly, but the top 10 videos will get put in a hat, and one of them has a good chance. So that's pretty good. Top 10. Even if your video is just one of the top 10, not worse.
Although remember,
doesn't have to be the best. So.
Remember with YouTube Next Up, you did make that bath. What was it? Did you make one in the bathtub, or was that your daisuke?
Yes, I was in the bathtub, and
and you didn't make it.
Other YouTube ladies thought that was disgusting. They don't appreciate the male body. They can show their boobs and use their boobs, but as soon as I take off my shirt, it's like, oh, look.
Which reminds me, and this is the perfect opportunity to remind people that now YouTube in Japan, Australia, America, and UK has a tipping feature. You hear about that?
Yes, I actually, they asked me to do the beta version, and I haven't done it.
Wouldn't it be awesome? You could actually live blog eBay, couldn't you? You could go on and you could try to come up with like the greatest story, or you could hold your shirt up and people could donate, and once it gets to $10, you'll take it down.
You want to see both nipples? Donate another $10. Right?
I would pay the opposite way. I'd say you should start without it, and we will donate to make you put your shirt on.
I'm with you. There's quite a few men I would pay to keep their clothes on, but D.W. Jackson in the comments.
Oh, there is D.W. Jackson. D.W. Jackson, can you type in the comments what the conditions of the competition to send someone?
I think he's still thinking about it. Like, does it have to do you have to talk about the book? Do you have to talk about why you want to come to Japan? I've got to read his blog post again because maybe he updated it, but he's coming this weekend. Actually, he's going to be there at the party. So if you want to just kiss ass, that's another possibility.
plenty of places you can do that too. The party is, I mean, everyone's going to be at the party. Actually,
Everybody who's somebody.
everybody who's everybody.
Yes.
Is going to be at the party. It's a huge turnout. That reminds me, actually, I've got to call the dude because he's been calling me up.
Thanks to Rachel in June. Rachel made a video promoting the party, and as soon as she did, it jumped 20 people, and we were already at 130. So that's amazing. That's just. I don't even know what it's like. What is it now? Have you checked? I haven't checked.
Let's have a look. The latest number on the
latest number.
party info line.
Is it 160 now? What is it?
Well, at this point, I should just go to the events page and it will show up right away because it's getting
close. I can't find the events page. And my events page disappeared on the side of my video.
165.
160. We're in trouble. You know, I'm sorry to be such a scumbag, but I think we should get free. We should get free. We shouldn't have to pay. We organize this. You should ask that guy to give us, freebies and free drinks and food. He should be happy.
Well,
you don't know how to ask for shit because you got lots of money. I'm assuming.
That's true. I'm an extremely wealthy man.
Well, look at that T-shirt.
Well,
that must have cost you at least $10.
Actually, it didn't. I got this in Malaysia.
I know, like $4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't even $4. I bet. What was it?
Yeah. Well, no, actually.
It's Mr. Copyright here is buying copyright infringing T-shirts in Malaysia.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well,
how do you live with yourself? Seriously, aren't you embarrassed?
That's okay. I survive. I try to live from one day to the next.
You're damaging the whole Superman industry. I don't know, man.
I'm the super. What am I? I'm the super geek. I'll take that. I'll take whatever I can get.
So you're not
I'm married. I take whatever I can get.
Right. So anyway, that's what's happening. This weekend, yes, we're gonna have a huge party. Looking really good. What else? What else is happening?
Well, I mean, the party is the big thing. We should talk well, actually, so we haven't really organized very and I haven't been very prepared for it, but it's an awesome list.
It's hard to do this for people. Every year we get more and more. We get busier and busier. I mean, I got to get on the way now.
Well, if it lives up to the billing, and the billing's pretty big this year, this looks like it is going to be the biggest party. And if that's the case, we might have to look at a bigger venue next year. But the place that we've got is awesome, and it's proven every year it's been a place that, 80-90% of people stay until morning. They stay until the first train, and and it's a club. You don't have to. And if you do go out, if you do want to go on to afterwards, it's right in the middle of Roppongi anyway, so you're right in the middle of any place to go. You want to go to karaoke, you want to go to a bar, you want to go get some food and come back, or you're in the best place for it. So it's awesome. Plus, of course, you get to talk and meet to pretty much every YouTuber. I mean, everyone who's anyone around Japan is going to be there. So.
And you know what's great about this year is that Rachel and June are coming for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's going to take a little heat off of us, so we can actually relax. Last year everyone was just swarming us, buying us drinks, and they wouldn't leave us alone. We couldn't relax. We hardly said a word to each other last year, right?
That's true. But it's kind of funny. I'm at a point now, honestly. Whenever I see you, and we don't meet in person that often. You came for the Hanami 6 months ago, and then the party before that.
And you carried me into the car, and I thank you.
Yeah, that's no problem. You're a heavy man. But we only meet like once every 6 months, and we don't even get to talk all that much in person when we do.
Right.
Not as much as we do every week on this. So this is the thing. It's kind of like, and people, and you pointed out, like, man, it's been ages since we met. I was like, really? We are meeting, actually. But yes, you're right. To be in the same. I'll be able to smell you, which I'm not sure is a great advantage over what
may not be. Well, that night I've sworn my wife will not be there. But I will be more responsible because she's not there to take care of me, and Shane's supposed to take care of me. She asked Shane to take care of me, which is the worst person to ask.
Oh, the
but
English
maybe yeah, you know Shane, Gaijin Shane, the new guy.
He's
the new comedian. He's the funniest, one of the top 8, funny people in Japan now. No, he's a really funny guy. I'm just bragging on him. No, he's a really funny guy, and he lives here in Nagoya.
No.
And we did the video together. It's awkward.
People want to know about the streaming. They're asking about the streaming. I guess we should. It's going to be 2 hours.
Yes. Thanks for reminding us about the streaming. Can you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so. So. How does that work?
You're set up for it, right? I mean, you live in Tokyo. You got one of those Wi-Fi's or something. What's going on?
That's a good point. The thing is, I mean, I wish you can't yet stream on YouTube Hangout from an iPhone, right? You can't use that app for it yet. I think you can watch, but you can't broadcast with it.
Oh, really? That sucks. We need a what do you call it?
So I'd have to take a laptop, which is always like that's just not that's a pain.
I brought my laptop 2 years ago. You ended up bringing yours, and I never even took mine out of my bag. So
yeah, we're gonna find
it's heavy. It's heavy to bring it from Nagoya, so carry it around.
Actually, let me look into it. I'm pretty sure maybe it is possible now. So let me take a look. But yes, you're right. We should set up. We will try to set up a live stream for this thing.
Yeah, if possible, that would be good. Like on my Facebook, I can't even find the link to the events. I don't know why. I don't understand why.
Really? You said you're going, right? It should if you just go to the events page.
Well, I don't.
And it's like 3 days ahead. It should be like the nearest event you have, unless you've got.
On my YouTube, there's like no events page anymore. I don't know why it disappeared.
On YouTube, you mean Facebook? Yeah, you mean the Facebook?
On Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I found it. 165 people, 86 maybes, 944 invited. So we got 20%. That's pretty good.
Oh, and I invited everybody, so that's pretty cool. And the key thing is that it's it's the event when you get to just hang out and chill and have a beer and say hello and get to meet in person, just talk with people, not just watch us, but you can actually. It's like a big version of this with like 165 awesome people. That's what it is. So
yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's cool.
It's gonna be great. And I encourage people to we got to figure out the after party stuff. How are we gonna do that, man?
As far as I'm concerned,
stay there.
After party is staying there.
Just stay there.
I mean, if people do want to break off and go and do karaoke and stuff like that, karaoke is always something like YouTubers tend to be karaoke people in my experience. But the problem is that when you have like 20 karaoke people go to a karaoke place, it doesn't work. Because everyone wants to sing, you never get to sing, and then you sit there listening to other people singing. Yeah, it does. It can work, but I don't think it. I would love to do that. I'm a karaoke person, but the problem is if I said I'm gonna go to karaoke, probably too many. There's a critical mass for karaoke to kind of work. Although I must admit, I've been to a karaoke party with like 40 people, but the principle of that was no individual singing, and that's a problem. YouTubers are individuals, are individual singers. If you
do not say the word individual. I don't understand if you understand what that means in this realm anymore. You just can't use that word anymore. The word individual is just too accusatory. When you say individual, it just means Rachel. Now, I don't know if you know that.
Okay, I thought it meant Random Yoko.
No. Why don't you even mention her? You don't want to talk about her. You mentioned.
I didn't say it.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't say it. We're gonna make you paranoid. No, there's a list of names that we're not allowed to say, and it's this. No, we don't have any. We're friends with everyone.
Oh, by the way, D.W. Jackson, who's giving away a free trip to Japan. Ta-da! Again.
So what is it called? It's
he points out that he was not one of the judges, so kissing his ass will not work. So he's just coming on Saturday to enjoy himself. So don't kiss his ass.
I wish you had told me that before. Now I have to just
send nudes to him. Hey, the other day I made a video and I slapped myself in the video, and I think I got the most thumbs up that I've ever had in my life. And it was accidental. Like I made a mistake and I just went like that.
Okay, so next week when we do the show on my channel, I'll ask you to do it then.
People really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
They like me beating myself up. Hey, 106 people watching, 35 thumbs up. Work on that, guys. Nothing really special to say about it. I did contact that Japanese girl today and talk to her about it. She's been out of the loop. She's been in California for a while. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that, but she'll be back. She may come to the party. It would be nice to see her, even though she's not active. It would be nice to see a lot of the old school people who were around in the early days. Claytonian, I'd love to see again. Radri, I'd love to see again.
Was it Daniel Piff was saying as well? People are actually asking me lately. The shirt. People are loving the shirt, and they're asking if they can still buy it. I've had multiple people ask, so I don't know. Should we do a run? Or?
I'm setting up a new site where you can get the shirt there, and it'll be ready probably next week. It's so close.
And you know what?
Yeah, you can.
I like some of the other designs. I'd like to have 2 or 3 designs.
We're gonna put all the designs up there.
And I'll help you back that or whatever if you need to set it up. Yeah, let's do that because.
And everyone who made a T-shirt design that we decided was worthy to make it. If it's up on the site, then you get a free one for sure, or you get your choice. If you don't want your own one, you can get someone else's. How about that?
Sounds good to me. Yeah, no, I'll totally do that. That's totally on my dollar. That's excellent. I'd love to do that. There's the stuff that they produced. all of the art that we've got actually has blown my mind in the last few
really
weeks.
nice stuff.
Really, really.
Material. And it's good. It's good material here. It looks like I have boobs. Look at that. Right on my boobs.
Yeah, I thought that. You can... Grabbing
I'd like to see a really big busted girl wear this. Just I'm curious to see where our faces would go. Would we face in? I guess it depends on the shape of her butt.
Yeah, and the size appropriateness of the shirt.
If you're really big bosomed, we could end up kissing. See, look. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Nothing wrong with it, you know.
Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that sort of thing.
I just realized your T-shirt is not Superman. It's Hiko Simon, huh? That's a Simon.
Right. It's Hiko Simon, man.
That's why you bought it.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. It's actually original. It's an original. I saw it there in the
design. That came to you in a dream, right?
All the copyrights. That's right. I actually registered.
No. You paid a Chinese company to come up with something original for you.
In fact, I actually registered the trademark for the 6 months before the release of the first Superman comic.
Speaking of original, check what I'm drinking tonight just for you guys, because this is a special night. And because I did my ice bucket challenge, I've decided not to buy any more beer. I would just be drinking all the good liquor in my house. I'm not saving it anymore. Yeah. By the way, I tagged you for the ice bucket challenge, and you did not reciprocate or whatever. You did not answer the call.
I didn't hear about it.
I told you last week.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
Daichen did one on Facebook, and he's been out of the loop for a long time. So if he does one, you got to do it. You're a blogger, man. You got to represent.
Yeah.
All you have to do is get on camera and throw ice. Go in the shower and have your wife do it on your head. I mean, pour the bucket on your head, whatever.
What's wrong? For that.
What's holding you back? Don't you guys in the comments section? Don't you think you should do it? Okay, or prove you donated money. I mean, I don't know. That's what it's all about.
Receipts, credit cards. Okay, sure. I'm all for donating. I don't know.
I donated $75, $25 to the ALS, $25 to Doctors Without Borders, and $25 to Humane Society because I hate fucking cats and I want them all to be spaded.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about that guy who's killing cats in Tokyo?
No.
It's not me. Some guy's poisoning cats I think it's Tokyo. Did you hear about this?
Maybe a while ago. It's a bit of an old. I might have heard something a while ago. Yeah. It's not. It's not fresh news. I'm trying to think. So what's been big news the last week?
The guy who stabbed a dog. That's a month old.
Which I didn't get into that. Yeah, but yeah, I heard that. That was weirdness.
Some young 18-year-old girl killed her roommate's baby. That's really terrible.
I didn't hear about that one. I'm glad I didn't. No, I wish I hadn't.
Here's something for you. They will interest you, actually, as opposed to most of my ideas. So about 3 months ago, actually, some Japanese judge decided that foreigners living in Japan are not they are not allowed to receive welfare.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Yes.
But that's basically homeless people, right? That does not affect anyone with a job, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, there's working poor, and there's single mothers, and there's
so single mothers. Oh, yeah.
There's things like that. There's people who fall into certain categories who can get it, and the criteria differ for each local government in Japan, and they have.
It's up to them to decide, but this has set a precedent. So people have emailed me asking me about that, and I thought it meant at first that we wouldn't be able to receive like pension and stuff, but apparently that's not true.
It's not talking about pensions, but it's talking about. So there is a perception among the right wing in Japan. They talk about how all of these
Koreans
and so on are stealing our welfare and taking our women, And there's this idea
how can you steal a woman who chooses you?
Right, well, so they're not thinking straight, but there have been some high-profile cases in the news of, for example, people caught like abusing, like receiving welfare benefits, while also earning like $1 million a year, but also receiving like five different income. These have been big news.
I thought you could only do that in Australia.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much what we do, or what the Australians do, but.
Notice he said the Australians.
Well, you know why? You know why I said it that way? Because Australians accuse New Zealanders of doing the same thing. They say that we go over there for the welfare. And actually the perception was so strong that now the Australian government actually invoices the New Zealand government for all the welfare they have to pay to New Zealanders, which actually isn't very much.
Okay, that's good.
But there were a couple of high-profile news stories in Japan recently about some clear like abuse cases. of people earning a lot of money who were also claiming for lots of welfare and getting welfare checks.
Oh, there was some super rich comedian
rich.
whose mother was claiming welfare, but he was super rich, and everyone was disgusted.
There was that case as well, and there are a few cases like that all happened at once, but there are a few high-profile cases that got picked up by the blogosphere because they happen to be of South Korean citizenship, but born in Japan.
Well, anyone who does any crime is automatically South Korean. I think that's all it qualifies to make you South Korean in Japan.
Yeah, and so there's been this big popular thing. Oh, look, they're all here pretending to be Japanese and taking welfare, and there's kind of this big public campaign.
I thought you were Korean too.
Yeah, well, I've got the red shirt, whatever that means, the soccer shirt. But the result of that. So now there's this big campaign to kind of stop people. It's one of these right-wing call cries. The first one was not letting foreigners vote in local elections, and the new one is, how can foreigners be getting our welfare? That's for Japanese people. And apparently the national law on welfare says, and I don't think it's not an exclusion saying only Japanese can get it, but what they say is that the drafting of the law says it's for Nihon Kokumin. So it's for national citizens of Japan, it's for benefits for that. But what happens in practice is a lot of local governments in Japan, at their discretion, do give social welfare to foreigners. Some do and some don't, and the government's always let them decide. So apparently, this case in Fukuoka, which led to this court trial.
Fukuoka, of course.
Always Fukuoka.
What do you expect?
Oh, that's right. That's
and they're so close to Korea.
It is. So there was a Chinese lady. Oh, and you know what? The lady in question was like 86 years old.
And Chinese.
And born in Japan.
Korea.
Well, but she was born in Japan and she was 86 years old. So she'd been in Japan and she was 86 and she was struggling, struggling to make ends meet. Probably her pension wasn't covering.
Probably that meth addict,
meth
problem she had.
And so, probably she was at an old person's home, whatever, or her elderly Japanese friend said, "Why don't you just go and get the welfare support, that we're getting? Go up to the local council office." And they went up there and they said in that particular local government, I think, they said that they don't provide it for foreign citizens. Why this lady who was born in Japan and is 86 years old never bothered getting Japanese citizenship, I don't know. But so when that happened, she sued the local government, saying that we're entitled like them, and the court upheld that and they said not only was it up to the local government that they could turn it down, but apparently that because the law says only Japanese can receive it, and that created like a precedent that said that even the other. So what a lot of right wingers are saying is that even the local governments that are nice to foreigners that are giving it, under this court thing, maybe now right-wingers are going to bring court cases and these things to stop their local governments providing the payments. And that's where it's controversial. And truth is, I don't know how it is in America. Can foreigners get food stamps and stuff?
I honestly don't know about Mexicans. Though I should, because I'm apparently Mexican.
You are.
I don't know about that.
So you should learn about it. But, I think a lot of countries have rules around that. And for some people, there's this whole common sense thing that, if we have unemployed people, why are we letting foreigners in the country? And, why are they here taking, living off our easy lifestyle and taking advantage of us? And this is what people say in every country around the world. And Japan is no exception. Although I think that while it's a vocal minority, it is a very small minority of people who actually outwardly say that. Although I think
it is a small minority. But as you say, the most important thing, it's like we've always said, it's the people who take the argument all the way to the extreme, causing normal or rational people to answer them, and it makes their argument legitimate by even contesting with them.
Well, that's the thing. You legitimize them by even acknowledging them, but what the internet does is it takes real fringe groups and it kind of gives them the ability to amplify.
Right.
And that's why they
are the real Japan.
Yeah, I heard I read a quote the other day. The internet hasn't lowered the standards of humanity. It's just shone a light on how terrible we actually are. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, but in any case, for me myself as well. Well, in this lady's case, it seems a little bit harsh. But there again, I'd ask.
Me too. 86 years old. Come on, really?
But then you got cases where when there's abuse, and particularly if there's an immigrant like me, if they told me, if you want to receive welfare, apply for citizenship and give up your local country's citizenship, and if you don't like it, go home. If I was told that, that's a fair proposition, actually, if you ask me.
And if you needed money, well, that's your choice, right?
Well, that's right. If you're living in a country as a migrant and you stop being able to make ends meet, they can't deport you, but at the same time, should you be able to? They'll say we pay taxes, and this is another thing. Foreigners say, well, if I pay taxes, I should be able to get welfare there. But honestly, you pay taxes if you buy a can of Coke at Narita Airport, right? We all pay. Most of the government's revenue, I think the largest share is from sales tax, right?
Right.
So I'm not. I can kind of there is a thread of common sense in the discussion. I don't think it's a human rights issue per se. It's a citizens' rights issue, and how you define the distinction between what a citizen gets that a foreigner doesn't, and it's still vague in Japan. I don't. I know some people will take it as a human rights thing, but I don't know. It's
well, luckily, on Saturday night, most of you will be too intoxicated to want to pursue this issue further, even in person. Or the opposite might happen, and you'll all be like, dude, we got to do something about this. This is so unfair, kind of conversation may happen. But I will be there. Hiko-Simon will be there. Rachel and June will be there. Regan, Shane, Kazuko, Tomoko, tons of Emily will be there. Is Mayfaye coming? I hope so. I think Ozzy's coming.
Yeah. I
don't even know. Look at the list if you want to know who's coming. Tons of people.
Amanda Parks, who I hope is bringing.
Amanda Parks is coming. Is Megwin coming?
Megwin? I don't know. Hopefully she's bringing Megwin.
I haven't even looked to see who's coming. I just saw that number. 165 people. Yay.
Ozzy's
Caleb
be
is
there.
coming. Tomoko, of course. Molly and Tomoko are coming.
Elvis is coming.
Gary's
a guy who looks a lot like Elvis.
Tons of.
Megwin's coming.
Daiki's coming. Daiki, the drunkest Japanese person on earth, is coming.
Oh, that's good
because I need someone to show me up. Chris abroad in Japan is coming. Very successful, rising star in the YouTube community.
Yeah.
Iobi is coming.
I haven't met him. I'm just looking through the Facebook profiles and photos. There's a lot of very good-looking people coming.
A lot of good-looking people. I think Cowboy. Is Cowboy coming? Cowboy in Japan, is he coming?
Cowboy in Japan. What's his? I need to know his real name.
But he may be coming.
Yeah.
Tons of people are coming. Please come if you're in the area, if you have the time. Come and join us. Have a drink with us. Of course, I can only drink one drink an hour.
That's going to be like a 2-liter drink. That's the problem.
I'll do my best to control myself. But we're going to have a lot of fun. I hope Ren is coming. Is she coming?
Is she on I didn't see her on the list there, but I'm sure she's in Tokyo. Ren, come.
I hope she comes. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I want her back on the show. I hope she gets her internet thing figured out.
Yeah, she's on Facebook. She's posting on Facebook. She's had some stuff going on lately by the sounds of things, but it sounds like she's getting better.
That's good. Well, Hiko, I hope we have a chance to at least shake hands.
Yeah, it'd be nice to just touch you just for a minute. Yeah.
Maybe you can give me some fathering advice, because next February I expect Little Moron to come into the house.
Little Moron, is that going to be? I got Hiko Jr. and you got Little Moron. You better be careful. The social welfare authorities might come after you for.
I've decided to name him Yo, after Yoko.
Really?
If it's a boy, why not? Same kanji. But Yoko's like, no, let's call him Victor. Suddenly she wants to call him Victor. We'll see.
Victor Jr. No, don't have a junior. Don't do it.
It doesn't happen in Japan. There's no Victor Juniors. There's no juniors in Japan.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I had a friend in high school who's called Saburo, and his older brothers were Jiro and Taro. They were 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of my niece are named Futaba and Mitsuki. Mitsu, right? And the first baby was miscarried, so that's why. Oh, Eido's coming.
So it's a party. It's a party.
Oh, Michael Pell, Jake Knowlton, Michael Peckett is coming. Tons of James 11 Colors coming. I hope he plays his guitar. We'll break through. Let him play his guitar. Let the man play his guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the beautiful and cool people. That's right. So be there in the place to be.
Yes.
This Saturday, 7 p.m. Check out my Facebook.
Hiko and I both have a really busy week because we're taking Saturdays and Sunday off to be with you guys. So.
Yep. And also check out Twitter, check out Facebook. Links are all under Victor's video. Put a link to the event thing under the video, but also let's tweet and consistently tweet and retweet to everyone that has all the party info, and we'll see you there on Saturday night.
Next few days, me too. But let's do that. We'll keep active on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on Saturday and Sunday, and if you're not there, then you suck. We'll forgive you, and you come watch us next Wednesday on Hiko's channel.
They used to say be there or be square. They were like, be there or be square, and I was always square. I was always like, can I be square and still be there? And so this is it. This is how it gets. Yeah, you can be square and be there.
If you wear your 2.5 Oyajis t-shirt, you get a free drink because they're all free because you're paying for them. But we'll see you next week. Good night, guys. Thanks, man. See ya. Peace out.
Yeah. Go teach the masses.